Welcome to the Beyblade scene investigation. So today, we're gonna be doing some research. Hey, come a little closer. You heard about this thing called Beyblade Burst Rise? Well, a while ago when we did the report on Sphere and Hypersphere, we actually have some things that we can discover the info with. So we're gonna go to the scanner and find out some prices, and that's what we basically usually upload one after we scan it, because I call it the strat. So we're inside. We got this lovely scanner right here, so he's gonna be fixated there because I have to go. So we're gonna first do a 2-pack. We're gonna find out if there's anything or the price or whatever. Let's do a 2-pack. So you can see it, 2-pack. Stop that. 2-pack is $19.99
Canadian. It's $14.99 US.
$14.99 US. Next up, we're gonna be doing a single that I have right here.
Starter.
Starter?
Yeah.
Starter.
Yeah.
$14.99.
Meaning $9.99 US.
$9.99 US. Next up, we're going to be doing another. This one says single. They both said single when you labeled it, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, this is okay. That's a single. The other
That's a
one's
single.
starter.
It's $7.99 US.
$7.99 US. So pretty much like similar to Slingshot prices, right?
Yes.
Pretty much almost on point. Next up, I'll save that one for last. We're going to be doing a Sphere Stadium.
It's $14.99, so $9.99 US.
And then next up, this is going to be the biggest, the best one. This is actually a set.
It's a set.
We got a name already. Look at it. Give it a second to process.
Bay Vertical D.
$49.99. Is that how much like a rail rush cost?
No, it's the sets are over there. Let's go see the
Let's
sets.
go see actually, because I have to talk over this copyrighted song that's playing right now. It's probably for us. I think YouTube's changed the policy, but just in case.
No,
you know,
they don't have the set in here actually.
They don't? So...
Actually, they do have all these sets. They were Target exclusive.
Yeah. So this is not a hunt, it's more of a news video, but what costs $49.99? What costs like around $50?
The Slingshot Stadium, what?
The rail rush stuff,
Rail
right?
Rush, yeah.
Yeah, so pretty normal prices, I guess. All I'm gonna say, actually, you know what? Come here. It's not a hunting video, don't worry.
This is $16.99. It's not $14.99, so it's cheaper. The new stadium.
Stadium is cheap, could be smaller.
Yeah.
Or who knows? I don't know. Price adjusts obviously mean probably maybe they're gonna be cheaper, right? Or something. Who knows? Maybe the prices are modified for the better. I don't know. We're gonna go home, and I'm gonna be going over all the stuff and maybe some concepts. So let's go. So we are back at the headquarters of the Beyblade scene investigation. All right, I have TAKARA, TOMY, Bays on the table right now. So to do a brief discussion, piece by piece. Let's first start off with the stuff I was scanning. So the starters and the stadium both have the same price, which is $14.99 Canadian. Is that right?
Yes.
But how much does the blue stadium cost for Turbo? That Rail Rush blue stadium.
It was $16.99, but
You know, prices can always change or update.
$14.99 means $9.99 US.
And that's the thing. When we actually went to check the name for the stuff, it did say Stadium $14.99.
That in the US is $9.99.
Yeah. So starters are the ones that come with the little launchers thing, whatever. So stuff. So if, for an example, Sword Valtrek ever becomes a starter, $14.99 Canadian, $9.99 US. So, and the same, and you know, basically same thing with the stadium. Moving on. There are singles. So singles, if you don't know, if you remember from Turbo, it's like Flame X, Diomedes, whatever singles they're gonna have for Hypersphere, Beyblade Burst Rise, will be $9.99 Canadian, which how much is that in US? $7.99?
$7.99.
So expect it to be a pretty decent price, I would say. Now moving on, there is also, this is the stadium thing. So next up, we saw this, By Bay Vertical D. Like, what's a Vertical D, ZANKYE? That's a short name. What's vertical? What are you talking about, ZANKYE? It's gonna be a set. And The name, wait, hold on. By the way, if you're wondering, this is the stadium thing, $14.99. That's what it is on Toys R Us. I'm showing it. Hypersphere. This stadium is called the Beyblade Burst Rise Vertical Drop Battle Set.
Ace Dragon and Valkyrie.
Okay, we think Sword Valtryek and Ace Dragon, similar to how they do with every set. So I do have a prediction for the stadium. It's like my same basic prediction every single time whenever we see like a stadium for Beyblade Burst. So I will do a separate video explaining how it could work. But if you don't know, in Beyblade Burst Rise in the anime, whenever that eventually comes out, there is a stadium that was showcased in some of the recent episodes. I just have it right here. So if you remember this stadium that they used, this is probably what the stadium might be based on. So that's my guess for it. $49.99 is in Canadian, so in American, what is that, $39.99? How much is that in American? The set?
$34.99.
$34.99, whatever. So it pretty much costs as much, like we said, as much as the Rail Rush Stadium, I guess. So prices are pretty much the same. So compared to Turbo, it's pretty much the exact same, right? Are there maybe one or two things we're going 100% on? So what this means, right? I'm going to lead on with this in the final discussion for this video. So since we did our own research, you know, we're pretty much the only ones, you know, in this community that are able to actually dig in, find the facts, and present it to you. So my prediction is going to be this. If the stuff is pretty much cheap like Turbo, I'm going to say this. I don't think there's going to be stuff like metal weights or anything like that. I think we're just going to get plastic weights. I don't know how they're going to do the plastic weights. Now, the worst fear I have for Rise is that it's all fused in one piece. I don't think so. Maybe they'll do something where it's like this piece and the chip is separate. I don't know. Whatever. It's extremely doubtful they're going to do metal weights. Extremely doubtful. Because think about it like this. If they would do metal weights and all this stuff and whatever, don't you think it would cost a bit more? It has to make sense, right? If it's all plastic, right? Like Turbo with the slingshot, don't expect any metal, right? I'm gonna say there's probably gonna be no metal. As for what I think about Rise, I don't know. These are the prices for everything. My prediction for Wave 1 is going to be an Ace Dragon and Sword Valtryek recolor, and then after maybe Ashura and Fafnir. And then after the sets, we'll most likely have Sword Valtryek and Ace Dragon anime accurate colors. That's just my prediction. That's the only part that's actually legitimately speculation. The rest, the prices are facts. It's all facts. What I will say too is that stay tuned for more updates by hitting my like button and subscribing to this channel, because I have a good friend called Cypress. Cypress actually is able to go through the app and find details that were not able to be seen. So if there's ever any app updates or maybe something with Rise, be sure to check out Cypress and myself. We will be doing updates and updating you. But that's going to be it for right now. You know, not really too heavy with information, but I feel like the prices are pretty important. The stadium, yeah, I saw the stadium actually a little bit earlier. Okay, so we're gonna do predictions right now for Rise. I think it's gonna be a similar time like Turbo for how it came out in Canada. Probably Toys R Us first.
Third week of October.
Yeah, so it's gonna really suck for US then, because if US is probably gonna get a little bit later. US doesn't even have Toys R Us. Oh. Yeah, they have Target. So I guess in the US, stay tuned for your Targets, I guess. I would say Walmart's. Target. Yeah, so for Canada, Toys R Us is going to be what you need to look for. And these next few months, US, I guess really Target. Unless, yeah, that's it. So that's, yeah, Canada first because the English dub for us finishes a lot earlier compared to the US. Yeah, the dub dates have been fluctuating, but the dub usually ends first in Canada and then after in the US it ends. So that's also why products are released at a certain time, because Canada gets it earlier because we finished before whatever. And you know, they usually will do Canada first because of the fact that Canada is a smaller market compared to the US, right? Yes. So similar to Turbo, if there's any vocal hatred or positivity from the fans, they can listen to that first before it hits the US and it goes like crazy, right? So yeah, that's it for sure this time. Sorry for rambling on. Just wanted to clear up any other information, and thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.